So RoadCraft is the next best sim game that you haven't heard of, and I'm going to tell you all about it, so stick around. So a new gameplay trailer dropped for this heavy machinery sim on Monday, and I, for one, had no clue it was even coming. So I guess I've been living under a rock because this game was announced like 6 months ago. But either way, let's take a dive into what this game has to offer and maybe do a little speculation as well. Now, I love a good sim game. I'm actually 2 years clean from an unhealthy relationship I had with Farming Simulator that ended in far too much money being spent on peripherals and not enough time watching my children. So it's mildly concerning to my wife that this game is now on the horizon and I now know of its existence. But we're past all that. We've changed, I think. So what is RoadCraft and why am I so jacked about it? RoadCraft is an open-world heavy machinery sim that allows you to restore disaster zones that have been hit by earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, floods, fires, and secret government death rays that burn everything but the houses with blue roofs.
That's the blue roof.
But as the owner of a disaster relief company, you actually specialize in restoring roads and infrastructure in these affected areas. Your operations deploy dump trucks loaded with sand and gravel, quite literally laying the groundwork for all the future work to come. But then the bulldozers, asphalt trucks follow, and then the heavy rollers rolling in for the finish, ensuring that everything is silky smooth and ready to transport other vehicles. Now, some of you would rather take a baseball bat to your computer screen than rebuild a washed out road. But there is a disturbingly large population of sim gamers that will spend hours trying to make it perfectly level. I know this because I am one of those people. So we know what it is. Let's take a deeper look at what makes this game unique. First of all, let's talk about the premise for a moment. I hope you guys truly understand the sheer amount of possibilities for a game based on restoring disaster zones. I will say that those of you in Western North Carolina and more recently Los Angeles probably have zero interest in playing a game like this, and I don't blame you, but for the rest of us, it sounds kind of fun. I feel semi-guilty saying that. If you are one of those weird people and you have that have to fix it, need to fix it mentality, this game is either going to be a godsend or the reason that you seek therapy. With mudslides, tornadoes, avalanches, earthquakes, tsunami, hurricane, flood, fire, sandstorm, I mean, talk about replay value. And we are getting 8 maps at launch with over 4 square kilometers of map in each location. These maps are big enough that part of the gameplay loop is scouting the area and making scans with your off-road research vehicle before even heading in with your equipment. They're huge. Just looking at the trailer for this game, it gives off some really strong Mud Runner and Snow Runner vibes, with a dash of Farming Simulator for good measure. One of the things that I noticed and got excited about was the deforestation tools, or logging equipment for those of us without environmental studies degrees. There is something special about cutting down a tree with a big-ass logging machine and then loading it into a trailer, strapping it all down, and hauling it off to be used for the good of humanity. According to the gameplay trailer, which, by the way, I have linked down below if you'd like to watch it, we're going to be operating an entire business with contracts and resource management. So crap's going to come in, crap gets melted, crap gets made, rinse and repeat. They're giving us the ability to automate the whole damn thing if you would rather approach this from a managerial position. I mean, that would kind of be missing half the point and half the fun, in my opinion, but hey, not everybody's cut out for the stick work. But the idea of working together with friends does sound fun. You can share a sense of teamwork and accomplishment, or just devolve into feral delegators and argue over whose turn it is to deliver scrap to the incinerator, which is probably more likely to happen. Now, I saw a ton of different vehicles in the trailers, from your basic bulldozers to trucks, trucks with trailers, trucks without trailers, off-road trucks, dump trucks, trenchers, logging equipment, asphalt layers. I mean, if this is what we get at launch, imagine DLC opportunities. By the way, if the devs are watching this video, please make them free, or at least make them worth it. I think I speak for all of us when I say that the microtransactions have gotten a little out of hand as of late. And if you want to charge us for DLC, I mean, that's fine, but at least make the game mod friendly. Hell, I'll go a step further and request a mod menu similar to that of Farming Simulator. If you want us to keep coming back when we've played through all the in-game content, we're going to need the help of modders, and people love that. That's what they want nowadays. They want to be able to get into a game, play through it, and then change up the experience and try something new. And a lot of the game developers that are really successful nowadays are including modding into their game development. So just a thought. I mean, you guys do what you do, but that's just my opinion. So with the infrastructure repair being the focus of the game, I think we have plenty to do off the rip. They only briefly showed us some of the activities that you can partake in outside of building roads, but it did look meaningful and thought out, like trenching for electricity restoration, you got logging for rebuilding bridges, and some really cool mechanics like winches and straps for hauling and or moving things. I think I even heard the narrator mention quarries. Like that alone could be a sim game by itself. I mean, you can go really deep with this stuff if you want to. Either way, I mean, they've created a fantastic foundation to build on. The graphics look really good, given what we've seen. Obviously, it's early and this game could run like a total potato, and I don't want to overhype anything, but I would rather remain blissfully optimistic and just hope that everything goes smoothly. Look at the windshield wipers, like actually wiping the windshield and not just moving back and forth because the window's wet. It's actually doing the thing, which is awesome. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on this game. And if the developers are listening and they want to, help a brother out and throw me a key, I might, do a review for the game, but that doesn't mean I'm going to lie about it. If it's trash, you're going to know. But hey, you know what? I'm a small channel, so you can't blame me for trying. RoadCraft is set to release on May 20th of this year, which is fantastic because I can make a clean break this fall when GTA comes out. Let's hope by then I haven't purchased a full sim setup. By that point, I'm probably living by myself anyway. I'm curious how many of you guys actually play sim games like this, and of those people, what are your favorite sim games to play? I'm curious to try some new stuff. By the way, I will say that memberships are live for those of you looking for a little extra content or community. On a side note, if you guys are interested in supporting my marriage or any other marriage for that matter, check out the candle in the merch store. I made it myself. Every time you light it, a married man wins an argument. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back.